Good morning everyone. So recently I was sent these Supreme Velvet Liquid Lipsticks from Be Perfect Cosmetics, and I actually think I want to use one of these today, like especially the orange one since I'm wearing an orange top. And obviously because it is summer as well, I feel like I haven't actually dabbled properly into like really summery colours or summery bright bold colourful makeup tutorials yet, so I think I'm actually want to do something nice and coloury today as well, like introduce some orange into my eyes, some reds, pinks, yellows, some shitter, oh my god. I was so serious there. I was like some shitter, some glitter and shimmer on the lids. My god. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do my eyebrows here and we'll get started. Also, I feel like I just need to mention this. I am very well aware about the contrast between my face and my neck. I see that. I see it, y'all. I see it. I don't fake tan my face. Still. Well, that's a lie. Now and again I'll fake tan my face if it's like a special occasion, or if I know that I'm going to be fake tanned and not wearing makeup, because I can't go out looking like this. So, yeah. I'll eventually get through this, you know. I've been using this for about nearly 2 years at this point. I'm not joking. I don't use it every single day, of course, but 9 out of 10 times whenever I'm filming I will use this. I mean, don't get me wrong, like that's all I use, like I only take the tiniest wee bit, but honestly, come this Christmas it'll be 3 years since I've had this. And then I just had a wee nosy in around my eyeshadow palettes there, just to kind of see what palettes I had that cater for the look that I kind of have in my head, because as I was saying, I wanted to go for like yellows, pinks, like reds and oranges, and some shimmer and stuff, or sorry, shitter. And I was kind of expecting to have to take a couple of palettes, but I forgot I have this one. So this one here is from Beauty Bay, and it is their Fiery 2.0 palette. So that's what it looks like there. It's honestly the most beautiful palette, like in person. It's absolutely gorgeous. I honestly feel like I need to gather myself for a minute to kind of figure out what direction I want to go with this, because I haven't a clue. Not a notion. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this orange, this shade here, and I'm just going to pop this just within this wee area here. Just the front half of my lid, just within the crease. I'm just going to pack this on first of all, and then we'll go and blend it out. And I'm also going to go into this red shade here, also just taking that on the exact same brush. I just cleaned it off there, and I'm just going to pop this just at the outer corner, also within the crease, just packing that on, and then we'll go in and blend it eventually. I might actually take a slightly smaller blending brush just to be like really precise with that blend actually. A Morphe M562. Yeah, that's better. Like I absolutely love this wee brush, but you just need these wee brushes for just your precise blend work. This is one thing I hate about red eyeshadow. It blends out pink. I'm also going to be taking this yellow shade here. Well, kind of like a mixture between those two yellow shades, doesn't really matter, they look pretty similar to be honest. And I'm actually just going to be buffing and blending that just at that inner corner. Oh my god, that looks like crap. Wow. I'm also going to go in and take a wee bit of this darker red here. It's kind of like a nice wee burgundy plum type of shade, and I'm actually just going to pop that just in the outer corner. Just kind of deepen up that red up a wee bit more. So it just patting it on, and then I'm going to go into just this wee brush just to blend that out. Now I'm going to change to another brush, the Morphe M562. God, this tutorial's a mess already. I haven't even been filming for like 10 minutes yet. Wow. I think it's the heat. We're getting like seriously warm weather at the minute and we're just not used to it in this country at all. So funny. Oh, that is a beautiful colour. That is gorgeous. And then I'm also taking like a darker orange shade. I'm also going to do like the same but in the inner corner. So I'm just going to try and like darken up that orange a wee bit. So as you can see, I just went off camera and done this eye. I had no idea what I was doing. I don't actually know if I'm happy with it or not. But I think I'm just going to continue anyway and just do this eye on camera with these now. And then we'll do our base makeup, lashes and all that good stuff, and hopefully it comes together some way along the line. So what did I even do? This is the darkest orange that we took, and then this is the dark red that we took. So I'm actually going to be taking like a mixture of those, and I just patted them on the lid. So this is the darker orange one now, obviously, and then the dark red. And just use my finger, I'm going to go into this wee shimmer shade here. So as you can see, it's just like a nice wee yellow toned gold, which I think is absolutely stunning. And I'm first off just going to apply this just all over the lid on the first inner corner situation. And then I'm also bringing that over to the centre as well. I'm going to go into this shimmery shade here, so it's like a nice wee shimmery raspberry, and I'm actually going to put that on the outer corner, also keeping it on the lid, but then obviously of course bringing it up to the crease. I'm going to slightly try and like bring that out as well, like kind of try and extend it a bit. Obviously just trying to blend these two shimmer shades together. I'm just going to like pat up the centre and then go in with another wee bit of the yellow, so kind of like in the two fingers, or on the two fingers, just kind of go back and forth. Ow! Oh my god, my eyeball is like getting a good old beat in the day. Taking this fluffy brush with the shimmer on it, I'm also going to try and drag this out as well. And in case you couldn't gather by now, guys, I'm not being precise with anything in this tutorial. Like, I'm not wanting anything too like perfect. I'm literally just wanting like a splat of like loads of colours and tones coming through. This glitter is from LA Splash Cosmetics and it's in the shade Hawaiian Fizz. It's a nice yellow shade. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful glitter. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It looks a mess. What have I done? I can't, do you know what it is? I don't know how it looks. Like, how does this look? I'm just so close to like just taking this all off. So when my lashes are getting tacky there, I'm going to prime my skin. So I'm going to be taking the Nars Super Radiant Booster, this wee thing here. I'm going to be taking the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, this one here. Do you know something? See that wee Nars Radiance Booster thing? That is freaking stunning. That is absolutely beautiful. I actually think I purchased that because of Jimmy Genevieve. I think so. It's kind of like a product she would use anyway, innit? But oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. But that's lashes on. Oh, I freaking hate this makeup. I'm just going to apply a wee bit of concealer now. I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. I've been loving this wee concealer recently and it's been sitting in my collection for nearly a year at this point. But I was grabbing for it a couple of times a couple of weeks ago and it's actually really, really nice. It's in the shade 10NN. And then for my cream bronzer, I'm going to be taking this one from Huda Beauty because my face is still not the same colour as my neck and the rest of my body. I'm going to do a wee bit on my neck as well, or around my chin, sorry. I think I've been on the fence for years, well ever since I've had this wee cream bronzer from Huda Beauty. Like, it's nice, like it's really, really nice, isn't it? But it's just very cool toned for me, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I would definitely prefer a cream bronzer that has a wee bit of warmth to it to actually like warm up the skin. Like, can you see like the difference between the Huda Beauty one and the W7 one that I use like all the time? This is definitely so much warmer. So I'm going to take the tiniest wee bit of this just to add a wee bit of warmth to my skin. And then I'm just going to quickly just set my under eyes with this Tarte Paragraph Princess. I know, again, sorry, I keep on using this and every time I go to, I'll link it in the description box. It's discontinued, but I've been just using this wee shade here to set my under eyes. I've been trying to get out of this habit at the minute of keeping certain makeup products just because they're expensive, just because they were high-end, or just because the packaging looks pretty. And then it gets to a certain point where it's like, oh, I've kept it that long that it's out of date and I have to bin it, or I can't use it, or I can't actually enjoy the product. So it just ends up being like a complete waste of money anyway, and I'm trying my damned hardest to get out of that routine at the minute. So at the minute, I've been like just using up all of my makeup and skincare. I do it with skincare as well. Because I had this, is it the brand Eve Lom? So basically they have this moisturiser and it's £100 for this moisturiser, and it's the best moisturiser I've ever tried in my life. And I will never, ever, 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 ever buy it. I was kindly gifted it from Look Fantastic and I kept it. I kept it for like 2 years, wasn't for using it. And then it was like, it's such a good moisturiser, why? So I just was like using it steady there and oh, it's so good. So I finally used it up. But like, there was just no point in doing that. So as I say, that's what I'm doing at the minute. I'm trying to get like my use out of some products. I'm going to be using this from Fourth Ray Beauty and it's the Glisten Up Illuminating Mist. This one here, it's from Colourpop. Now I will say it doesn't actually look like this. This is like a mixture of like 2 setting sprays. So I'm just kind of hoping that it's okay. Next up for my highlight, I'm going to be taking this one here from Maven Beauty and it's in the shade Draped Up. I actually forgot all about these highlighters and they are absolutely stunning. So this is actually a makeup brand within Fashion Nova and their makeup is actually really, really good. So it is, and the wee highlighters are beautiful. So I'm just going to apply this just all over with my fan brush. Oh, it's such a beautiful highlighter. It honestly is. Like, the colour is really, really nice, but the formula and like how it looks on the skin, like there's literally no glitter at all. It's just like a wet like sheen off it. I don't know, but it's just, it's beautiful. This is a wee one from Sephora and it's in the shade Fascinated. Unfortunately I don't actually think I'll be able to link this wee blush because obviously over here in Ireland / the UK we don't have Sephora or anything. I think the closest Sephora to us is France. So we actually don't even have access to a website or anything. I think whenever you first go on to Sephora it will just automatically take you to like the French website unless you purposely put in like the American one, but even at that it still just puts you to the French one. So just to save me all that hassle, I do apologise that I won't be linking this down below, but it's this one here. I'm actually not too sure whether they actually do these anymore. And yeah, as I say, it's in the shade Fascinator. I actually think I got this whenever I was in Poland. I think that was like the first time I was actually ever in a Sephora, was it? Yeah, whenever I was in Krakow. Next up for bronzer, I'm actually really nervous for this. I always get really nervous whenever I try bronzers for the first time. But this is brand new from Makeup Revolution, and it is their Dynamic Face Palette, and it's in the shade Peach Heat. Obviously bronzer, blush. So this is the medium one. It comes in light, medium and dark. This bronzer actually is quite nice, I must say so myself. Yeah, it's quite nice actually. But for my eyes, this is bollocks. I hate this. I hate doing my lower lash line. Then in the inner corner on the lower lash line, I'm going to take the orange shade that we took at the start. Wow, doesn't that look awful? Then for my lips, I have this wee one here from Illamasqua, and it is their colouring pencil. What is up? In the shade Trance. So I'm just going to line my lips. Of course, me doing an orange lip here is not going to be for everybody, but it's fun. This is probably the most pigmented lip liner I've ever used in my entire life. Calm down with that pigment, I'm scared. Oh my god, what even? Into the bin you go, you motherfucker. I don't have time for this. I want to have lunch out in the sun. Oh yeah. Then taking the Supreme Velvet from Be Perfect Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Warped. Of course, I'm an affiliate with Be Perfect Cosmetics, so if you want to pick any of these up, be sure to use my discount code and it'll give you 20% off. The whole collection of these, or one of these, and it's obviously 20% off the whole website as well. Oh, the smell of these just, that takes me back, mate. Oh my god. That looks pretty cool. This is from Makeup Revolution, like Revolution Pro, and it is their Rescue Lip Oil. This sweet lip oil, lip balm thing situation, and it's actually really, really nice, really good. I absolutely love the packaging of it. It feels really nice and luxe. But I'm actually going to use it because I want it to look really, really glossy. And this will definitely work because it has vitamin E with essential oils. It's really oily. So, what do we think? I'm gonna give you just a wee zoom in for the crack and a giggle if nothing else. Do you know what? It's not bad. The lip looks cool. I absolutely love the lip. I actually think I might do this lip again with like a different eye. Although what? Give me some ideas. Like, what would you do with like a lip like this? Like a big bold black liner or something, or like a, do you know what would look really, really cool? Like a black and neon smoky winged liner, like a neon orange colour that was like the same colour as the lip. That would look really, really cool, especially for like festival or something. I hope you all did enjoy, and all the products that I did use will be listed and linked down below in the description box, along with my Instagram, so don't forget to go and follow me on there. Yeah, other than that guys, thank you again so much for watching. Hope you're all staying safe and well. Please be kind, look after yourselves and each other, and I hope to see you in my next video.